Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim 3 Class 700 video. We're back on. Just look at that sky. It doesn't look very nice. Well, I think it looks very nice. But I thought we'd do something a bit different to the other 700, but not really that different. But yeah, I just thought we'd do, instead of just all daylight, fine, I thought we'd, well, just do this. Sort of a nice, really, basically the best time of the day. I really like doing sort of morning work where you get really early and sort of get it done. I mean, I don't like getting up that early, but once you're up, it's fine. Yeah, just seeing the sky like this, it's lovely. Yeah, let's get in. We got about 20 seconds, and we'll get the door shut. But yeah, this time of the day is probably my favourite. So when you first get up, it's like, oh, but once you're up and about, you're fine. And then you just get to enjoy the, I suppose, the country waking up. It's lovely. Right, let's get the door shut. Right, let's go. And we will be all stops to Rainham. There was actually one that only went as far as Gillingham, but I think that was a late night one. I was tempted to do that one, but then it would have been like pitch black. Whereas on this, it will progressively get lighter as we go along, which will be nice. So by the time we get to Rainham, the sun will be up. Well, probably should be. So it'll be a little bit dark to begin with, but we'll be going in the direction of the light, and it just makes for a really nice chilled out run. So enjoy, I suppose. In fact, I can actually see it I can see it quite well. It's quite dim, but you can see it all right. I'm looking at the thingy recording. Oh, hello. That train's just come alive. Yeah, sort of the dawn. The dawn. Oh, we should call it the dawn chorus. I remember that. I'll try and remember that. The dawn, because I mean this. Ready? The dawn. The Desiro Dawn chorus. Boom, there it is. Maybe we'll title it as that. And that one's off as well. No, you can see things alright. And yeah, as I said, it will get lighter as we go along. It's not going to get darker as it's the morning. Well, I hope it doesn't get darker. Be quite worrying if it got darker. So next station stop will be Stone Crossing. But yeah, hopefully you can see things alright. But yeah, looking at sort of the playback, it looks alright. It's not too dark. You can see the light of the sky. You can see the cab alright. But it's something a little bit different to sort of what we would usually do. Or what we have done, where it's just sort of all been quiet. Well, I know we did that one early service, the ECS move. But a passenger service. Stopping service. And not this early as well. Not this early. And yeah, we rarely do services at this time. Which is not a shame. But it's nice to actually be doing it now. Just so we can sort of enjoy how nice the Train Sim World 3 clouds, skybox look. And dynamic weather's off for this, but that's probably good because otherwise it will start getting all foggy and it just would be not nice. So it's better that we don't have dynamic weather on. I mean, just look at the sky there, the sun sort of peeping through the clouds there. It's like a little, it's like eyes almost ahead. Don't know why there's no clouds above us, so that's a bit weird. Oh no, there is. Right, as we come up to Stone Crossing. So it'll be quite quiet out on the tracks. I doubt there's really much Southeastern trains at this time. 5:01 in the morning. Probably all sleeping, about to come out the depot. We are stone crossing. Here we are. It's before the signal, this one. I always think it's sort of to the end of the platform, but it's not. It's it tricks you, this one, and that's my controller doing that. I probably should get a new PlayStation controller, but still, it just puts me at 60 odd quid for a controller. It's just like, ooh. And it's still not completely broken. Here we are. Yeah, the up on the D-pad is just up on the analog stick is just gone. Like that, it does that. See, that wasn't me doing that. Greenhithe next, or Greenhithe, as the announcer says. Right, let's go onwards to Greenhithe. This is the best time of the day, though. In summer as well. Summer, really early in the morning. The sky's like this. A little bit of cloud as well. It's always quite nice to see. Best time of the day. I don't know what Case is doing. Case wants to know. Just come in. Literally, I started recording, and then she ran in and went on the desk as soon as we started. So I had to restart that one. Being destructive. I know what she's lurking for. And then we come into Greenhithe, which isn't it the second set of monitors we stop on. There's no actual stop marker, so you sort of just got to guess where you're stopping. We'll just go right to the end, and there is no stop markers. How are you supposed to know? No, I suppose we'll go for this set. This probably would be where the RLU board would be. Or all would be. That was Smudge again. Case. Whacking stuff. What are you doing? Go on then, if you must. Oh, whacked herself on the desk as well. Be careful. Right, this one's come next after this. Why can't I hear a 465? Is there one behind us? Oh, there wasn't one. Oh, there was. Oh, okay, there was one. I just completely forgotten there was a train there. Okay. I was like, oh, how can I hear a 465 motor? There was one there. For some reason, I just hadn't. I'd completely just not seen the 465 coming in there. I was sort of focused just on the monitors, or where we were stopping. So we came in quite quick there. Well, something we didn't do. You should really do a brake test when you first take over the service. Well, we know they work now. But yeah, always good to get a little brake test in. I know on Train Sim World they never would brake, but still, you could do a little brake test. I'm Papa 91. It should make for a very nice show as the sun comes up. Probably complaining in about 20 minutes. It'll be right where the cab sort of, where it'll be blinding us. But like, why did I do this? And there's another 700. That's probably the first one of the day towards Luton. I think some of the early morning ones behind us, which follow, actually come down. Actually, I have to see where this one's from. I feel like this one actually did start at Dartford. But quite a lot of some of the early morning ones start at Bedford and come all the way down. I suppose as they probably are in the Bedford depot. Here's a stop marker for this one. Be that second one. Here we are. This is Swanscombe. Okay. That's very nice though. It's like the perfect morning. Sort of the purple and the pinks. Oh, such a nice combination of colours. Sort of the purple, the pink, the blue, the orange. Okay, a few screenshots. Make myself late doing that. Don't want that. Right, Northfleet next, which, as you saw, is literally just over it's just over the bridge. I suppose, yeah, I suppose before, and was this all flat, or I suppose it was just on a bit of an embankment before going across here. And I suppose underneath they then carved out HS1, which is there. Wonder if we'll see any javelins. I mean, probably too early for Jav services. Might though, maybe one of the first ones. It's weird to think though. Well, it's not weird to think. No, that sounds really silly what I was about to say there. Also, it's like the average person gets up at 7 or 8 into work for 9. But then that's not actually really when the day. I mean, the day. So you get people working from 4, 5 a.m. I don't know. That's a bit weird to say that, isn't it? Really, because it's still obvious. No, forget that. So yeah, if you were getting up at sort of 7, 8, you'd miss this. You'd miss the sun coming up. Well, maybe in winter you might see it, but not as impressive as just being this early. Here we are. This is Northfleet, and it'll be Gravesend next. I just can't get how good the bloody purple and the sort of that sort of transition or fade between the purple and the pink, and then to sort of back to sort of bluey purple, and then to sort of to yellow or yellowy orange. Right, let's go. Gravesend, not too far. Let's get the window open as well. Let's get some motor audio in here. Probably should have done that before. There we go. You can just hear it a little bit more. As the window shut, it's a little bit quiet. And then you've got the high speed lines which join up with us. So from here on out we could see some javelins. And we get that up to 70. And then fairly soon back down to 30. Cool. But yeah, thanks all for coming in. I don't know how many more 700 videos, class 700 videos. So I don't know how many 700 videos we're going to have. Obviously it's not going to be 700 videos. Yeah, I don't know how many more class 700 videos we will have, as we've done most of the things you can do now. I know we have done some of the scenarios, but 90 odd minutes long some of them, and just quite generic some of them as well. We did the fun one, which was 16 coach one. But what I'm waiting for is more scenarios on the Creators Club. I went on to have a little look actually just before recording this for some more ones on the BML. There was like one added. There's just one. I think it was a 9 Tango service. No one's done a 9 Romeo yet. Which is the sort of East Cornwall, Bedford to Three Bridges sort of slow service. So I might have to put one together. Well, this is Gravesend we're now approaching. Please take care as you leave the train. What it says at some of the stations. I think more just the main ones. So like Gatwick Airport, it would be like, please take care as you leave the train. But little ones, nah, doesn't matter. Let's have a look in a second, see when the next service is. We'll see what service is behind us, etc. We shall have a look. Here we are. This is Gravesend. Let's have a look. When is the next train after? Just look at that. When's the next train after? After this. Probably in half an hour, isn't it? Yeah. 06:13, and on this side it's going to be 05:29 to Luton. So the services don't. Well, you've got the sort of, I suppose, the more sort of metro London services ish. But they do start up quite. I suppose the sort of main Southeastern services, or Javelin services, quite sort of, well, not late in the morning, but not early morning. Let's go. Little toot with the depot horn. So next bit of our journey over to Higham. This is almost like a big stretch. Like once you've done this, it's sort of like the second half of the journey. Then it's sort of just through the Medway towns and you're done. I think this is the longest stretch. As you said, about as we saw, about 4.5 miles. Let's get that up a bit more. That'll be up to 70 quite soon. So relatively quick. Lovely. That's up to 50. Let's go for that 70 board now, and then we'll get that up again. Then we're going to get a flyby shot as well. There's the controller doing weird things. Right, up to 70. Hopefully we don't speed, and let's get a passing by shot or flyby shot or train exterior shot. Look at that. That's a bit quiet, the depot sort of whistle or horn. There we go. What a beautiful time to drive though. I mean, Rainham's lucky to get services this early, or this sort of area. I think there was was this the first one? I think there might have been one before this. That was what, 4:30 or something in the morning. Is that one of the first services? Lucky to get them nice and early. I think the first one round here is about 6:30, 7. Could actually be a little bit early, but not as early as this. But I suppose it is a bit closer to London. Coming up on Hoo Junction. Yeah, as it's quite early in the morning, we won't use our horn, or our main horn. There's the DST. Here's Hoo Junction. Don't know why we've got the position light signal there. Don't know why we had that. That was weird. I don't think yeah, that's not usually on. That would sort of almost like indicate that we were going into one of the sidings here, but we're not. Not sure. And yeah, then we come into Higham, which you can usually come into relatively quick. On this side, on the other side, probably come in about 35. As we've come in a bit too fast already, and you saw what happened. Yeah, this is Higham. Which we're going to come into fairly quickly. Being 40, about 40 miles an hour. I think it's well near enough right to the end of this one. So all right to come in quite quickly. I know the brakes on these units are fantastic, so you don't have any issue with them. Yeah, this is Higham. There's my controller doing its own thing again. And it'll be Strood after this. So after this, basically on this, the string of Medway towns. Oh, there's another train coming the other way. It's another 700. I'm sure it should be stopping here. Right, let's go. Yeah, it's matter to think how many miles these units cover though. I mean, even on the 9 Papas, well, they don't go as far, but you know, starting at about 4:30 in the morning and probably finishing at about midnight. I mean, how many miles could they rack at? Probably thousands on some of the Thameslink services. I mean, it takes 2.5 hours, I think, what, Rainham to Luton. So yeah, if we say there's 20 hours of the day where they're running, they could do. I mean, they're basically just gonna go. I mean, they're just gonna go backwards and forth. So, I mean, that's what 20 divided by 2.5. God, not maths. 8. Yeah, 8. I think that would be 8. So they're doing 8 runs. Well, so what's that? 4 return runs. 4 return runs per day between Rainham and Luton. I mean, that's quite a bit of mileage. I've probably completely screwed up the maths there, haven't I? No, that does sound right, yeah. So let's say about 20 hours, 2.5 hours. 20 divided by, well, 2. Well, just, it's easier to do 200 divided by 25. It's much easier doing it that way. So that would be 8. So yeah, four return trips. Which when you say that, it doesn't actually sound that much. Just, you know, just 4 return trips, but 5 hours each way, or each sort of return trip. And that's enough of maths for now. As we approach our next station stop of Strood, we've got about 15 minutes now to Rainham. I thought we haven't actually run this in rain yet. Oh dear, we need to do it in rain. Put that down. Don't know why. Oh, there'll be a 375 here. So there's a weird bug where you can hear the reverser of the other train from like really far away. So it's probably a 375 which has just got itself set up in the side platform here. Might not be, but as I've just heard that, is there not? Well, there'll be a 375 nearby. As you just heard the reverser sound. It's got the loudest reverser sound ever. There is one there. Cool. Here we are. So that'll be one down to Tonbridge. Looks like it's actually leaving now. Let's have a look. Is that one of the first ones down the valley? 525 Paddockwood. Don't they go all the way to Tonbridge? Just down to Paddockwood. Well, Paddockwood is the station before Tonbridge. It's where it joins up with the main line. Maybe some of the later ones do. Here we are. And off that one goes. If only the Medway Valley was within Trainton World as well. It's beautiful down there. Really, really nice line on Train Sim Classic. Maybe one day we'll see it on here. Oh, I was going to say it's too early. No. Now, yeah, there you go. Now we do it. Right, Rochester next. It'll be platform 2. I was sort of hoping we might be going on the side platform, just as it's an early morning service. Might be like an irregularity, but like at Dartford where we were in on the other platform, one of the middle ones. But looks like we're on this one. Oh, naughty! Use the horn. One of that one. There you go. Oh, just look at that. The sun it's on the rise. Just look at that though. Oh, it's awesome. I think we did pick the right set. If you have made it this far in the video, well done to you. You endured the dark a bit, but now we get to just have this. It was worth the wait. Over we go. Yeah, I think we'll call this Desiro Dawn Chorus, as we get our Dawn Chorus are the motor sounds of their lovely chorus. Yeah, let's get that. Get that up. There's a javelin there, so that is the first one of the day. Well, I'm assuming that's the first one of the day. Yeah, then to Rochester. Nice modern station on the route. Cool. Feels like we're actually getting there. We're getting somewhere now. Here we are. Oh no, I've just remembered it wants you to go to the end, doesn't it? Get the door shut. Going forward. Same for Chatham as well, you've got to go to the end. See, the stop marker's there. What is the 8 coach one? But the game wants you to go up to the end. I don't know if it maybe registers this 8 coach as a 10 coach or something, not sure. All the other stations are fine. So 2 minutes late apparently. So that just sort of cut out about 30 seconds. So this one will be probably the next one going back. No, that's the 5:44. That's probably a bit too soon. Oh, maybe not. No, 5:44 probably is a bit soon. But this one, yeah, this one started at Dartford. I mean, it could be that one. It could be. I mean, if you just started at Dartford, you probably don't need much of a layover time. That thing with Jiggy. Yeah, it could be this one. In fact, no, it couldn't be. No, that'd be impossible. So we'd have to get all the way to Rainham, which from here is about 10 minutes, and then back. Yeah, it's not that one. So you probably do have quite a nice amount of time at Rainham. That's the ECS move, which we did in another video. You got a 465. That's probably what, a 2 kilo service from Gillingham, most likely. Well, actually, hang on. Yeah. I was thinking that was 12 coach for a second. I was thinking 12 coach. That can't be one of the summer ones, can it? A bit early for it. There we go. And yeah, then into the home of Dovetail Games, as we mentioned in everything we do coming through here, Chatham. Which is a very cool place to watch the trains, because, well, basically every train on the route comes through here. Well, same with Rochester, Chatham, I mean Gillingham as well. I mean, you do get the Terminators there, but Chatham's a good one to watch them at. There's already another one already. A lot of trains per hour through here. And yeah, this one we got to go to the end as well. That's where the objective marker is. Here we are. This is Chatham. And Gillingham after. It's Gillingham and then Rainham. But it's nice to see Rainham back on the CIS. It feels like it's been a long old time since we last saw Rainham services. Because on Train World 2, the Rainham services were just Southeastern. I think they were mostly 465s running them. So it's nice to actually now have Thameslink in the game, which realistically run the Rainham services. Let's go. I'm actually gonna have to have a go. I'm gonna have to go and have a look at the Trains World Southeastern timetable again. Just see what sort of head codes the services were, the Southeastern ones, because they were every half an hour. Let's go see what they were. There we go. So I've got 041 for this one. If you're driving at the moment, what unit have you got? Even if you're driving the real one, what unit have you got? Obviously, I suppose you wouldn't be watching whilst driving, but if you've just driven one of these, what unit were you driving? Or if you're about to, what are you going to be driving? Double yellow, so we have a red at the end of the platform. And into the tunnel. So we'll come nice and carefully into Gillingham. We know where the signal is, so yeah, we'll come nice and slow into it though. Down to what about, was it 15 miles an hour up to a red? So we'll do all of that. Yes. There's an episode, so that will be the 44 out of Rochester then. So we'll be the one after that on the CIS. We'll have to have another little look. it's still red. Probably because the level crossing's not down. Oh, there's a 37 there. There's the Euro Phoenix one. Not seen that one there before. As maybe we've picked the month where there are 37 services. It's quite clever, because they can sort of separate which months have AI services. So I think I've set this one in September. Oh, there's a 375 somewhere. I could hear the reverser sound. Yes, it's quite clever what they can do, sort of have it just per month basis. See if that'll be the third one, won't it? Third one, come on, show the third one. It's reluctant to show the third one. Well, the third one should be this one, so probably about 6:15. No, probably. I think it will leave Rainham at 58, won't it? So probably just after that Victoria one. I know I probably should put the DRA on, but as soon as it came to a stop it went green. Just one of those objective ones, I think, and possibly the level crossing. But yeah, there's the Euro Phoenix 37, looking stunning. Rail Operations Group. There's a 375, that's what we could hear from the weird reverser sound. I've got no driver either. What platform's that going into? The side one? No, in the main one. Long old train. There's another one as well. 375 galore. Little 4-coach that one. That might be one for the Medway Valley. Alright. That's much. Okay, so she's meowing at me. I think she probably wants to go out. Or are you bored? Maybe she's bored. See, I wonder if a 465 has actually ran the Medway Valley line service before. That'd be cool. So at some point I'm going to travel on this route. Hopefully this summer, if you're watching in 2023 in July. Hopefully this summer I'm going to go on this line. Fingers crossed. On quite a lot of it. Medway Valley, this. That'd be nice to finally do. Unless I cancelled the AWS really quickly there. No, I think it did go off. I just cancelled it really quickly. I just saw the yellow box on it, or the magnet. I was like, yep, quickly press circle. I suppose that's the joy of AWS. You know when it's going to go off. So it's sort of quite easy to react to it, so you can sort of be ready in advance. Nice and slow up to the red. I think this one is approach control, but I mean, there could be another train coming. It doesn't already say the 0, does it? No. The little box above the signal's bugging out. It's flashing or something. Would be cool if we were waiting for another train, but I don't think we will be. I think it will change once we get a little bit closer. Usually does. Although we are a couple of minutes. Oh no, there we go. And it's 25 into Rainham. We're into platform 0. Lovely. And then past Rainham, you've then got Newington, Sittingbourne, Tenham, and then Faversham. Which, if you just have never seen this route before, maybe you haven't seen this route before. Southeastern High Speed, London St Pancras International to Ashford International. Always forget about the Ashford International bit. Or the awesome depot there, which is modelled, and Dartford to Faversham. Obviously, all interlinked with the first one as well. Well, there's a javelin, and that always seems to come in when you arrive. Interwoven into the timetable. Although I wonder if you're running really late, I wonder if that would actually go before you. I wonder if that would sort of get the path. Yeah, so I wonder if you are, maybe test that if you're a few minutes late, see if that javelin gets to go before. I'm pretty certain it stops you there. Sounds weird, but I'm pretty certain it sort of it stops you, because the same thing just happened as in the stream we did the other day, where we sort of got to here, and then the brakes just sort of come on, sort of forces you to put the brakes on. It's not TPWS or anything. No, it's just because the third row runs out, sort of there. So it's like, oh, we better stop. Don't know. Right, let's set that to full service. Definitely gonna have to get that blind down, because otherwise it's going to really heat it up for the next run. Tail lights. Yeah, bloody blah. Do that, and this one then begins at 58. So you get a really nice amount of layover time at each end. You get about 15 minutes here, then you'll take it back to Dartford, and then you've got about 15 minutes there to wait for the service down from Luton. So if you could really, I mean, quite nicely sit on this all day. Obviously, it wouldn't be the same train, although it would be quite cool to see when this unit comes back. Cab door. There we go. Well, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. After that, thanks for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.